Hey guys, welcome back to the garage. I've got another windshield I want to try on the bike and just kind of do a test comparison with the one I have on here already now. So let's get into it. All right, so you can see this one is really super dark, and I can't remember. I'd have to look at the listing to see if it's called dark smoke or if it's just called black, but you can see it's really hard to see through, and even from this direction. Probably because the garage is so dark, it's really hard to see through. But I know I don't normally look through it, but if you're out and you need to look through it to see what's like right in front of the bike, I mean, if there's ever any occasion to look through it, it's really tough to see through, especially when the sun starts going down. I wanted to get another option to try on here, and the one I'm gonna put on is a 9-inch windshield. This one is actually 11.5, and it works great. I mean, the wind protection's good. And it has that little flip at the top, where they say they call it a wave or a flare, whatever they call it. But anyway, it's supposed to take the buffeting away from your helmet, and it does work. It helps a lot. It helped a lot from the stock windshield. So I'm not really buying it because I needed another windshield. I'm buying it because I just want to try something different and see how they look. And like I said, I wanted to give you guys some options to look at. And so I thought I'd just test a few. And I've had this one on for several months now, I think. And like I said, I'm happy with the way the windshield works. It's not because I want another one. It's just because I want to test some different things and put some reviews out there for you guys. And let you see what's available for this bike. Because there's a lot of great stuff that's coming out now that's available for these bikes. And these are very inexpensive when you get them on Amazon. And I know a lot of people are against that. But if you see my channel before, I put Amazon parts on here because the bike itself depreciates. You might as well just put some stuff on there that doesn't cost you several $100s each time you put something on it. So let's check out the new one. All right, so again, this is from Amazon. It comes in a small package. This is, again, a 9-inch windshield. And the packaging is, I mean, I guess it's as good as it can be. Probably could be better, but it's not getting any damage. So it's got some bubble wrap, and then it's also wrapped with shrink wrap, looks like. So that's the front. That's how it looks upright from the front. So you see it's got the two mounting holes here, and it's got the two bolt holes here, and it has the flare at the top. So I'm hoping that this does a good job too, and just a little bit. And this is obviously a smoke. It's not dark like the other one. Just in case I need to look through, because sometimes if I'm in traffic and I can't see right where in front of the motorcycle, this should help. Like I said, I don't look through it that often, but if there ever is an occasion to look through it, it's almost impossible. So hopefully this thing will be better. And again, it's a very simple installation. I'll save you the installation part because it's just 4 screws. You pop out, put back in, make sure you got the little rubber grommets on it. Line up the 2 slots with the retainers on the front of the windshield mount, and that's all you got to it. I took it for a short ride before changing out the windshield so I could get a better feel for how different the shorter one would be. I know it's hard to tell from this camera angle, but the top edge of this one sits just below my line of sight. I don't have to stretch up to see over it, so it really sits pretty good. I guess I'm trying to gauge how much wind noise I get on camera to see how much buffeting it is actually saving, but I'm not sure that's going to be a true representation. At any rate, when I installed this taller windshield, I was really happy with the protection and the reduction in buffeting on my helmet. And as always, I will leave a link below if you want to check out this and the other accessories I put on this bike. Well, that was kind of a wet little test ride. We're going to see, though, if we can even tell the difference. I've got the little foam cover on my camera, so hopefully, I mean, probably won't be able to tell much wind difference noise-wise. I'll be able to describe how much wind there is. And with this one, there's not a lot. Now, I'm thinking about putting some lowers on here, some lower fairings from Advan Black, so that will really take care of a lot of it, too, because a lot of that wind's coming up from underneath. So we'll just have to see what happens with what we got and go from there. But I'll definitely let you know how it is once I get now. Before we move on to the new windshield, there's one other small little mod I want to mention in this video, and something I thought needed to be changed, and maybe you do too, but it's the little seat screw on the back of the seat on this Road Glide. Like I said, this is a small but necessary mod. Harley didn't include a black screw with the bike, and I really didn't like having to get out a tool to remove my seat anyway. This screw is a perfect fit and it looks great. The link will be below if you want to check these out, and they also come in chrome if that's what you need for your bike. Okay, here it is. This is the new one, the 9-inch windshield. I like the fact you can see through that a lot better. And it looks pretty good on the bike. I mean, it's looks pretty good. But I'll take this for a ride when it's not raining. Obviously, you can see the rain's back. Had a little bit of a wet ride when I went out the first time. Anyway, just 2 bolts there, or 2 screws there, and 2 screws there. All it takes to put it on. I think it looks great. I think it'll be an awesome windshield. And I will show a picture side by side of how this one looks compared to the other one once I can get the bike outside. Okay, so I put about 20 miles on with this smaller windshield on. I gotta say I was pleasantly surprised with how well it did. It's actually right up there with that 11.5 inch I just took off. This one's definitely much more sporty looking, and I'll show you a quick walk around here in just a second. But I think when I ride up to Indiana later this year, I'll probably put the 11.5 inch back on, just because I want the tallest windshield possible in case there's bad weather or anything like that. But this one, you know, has really done a really good job. This shorter windscreen has pretty much the same look as the one that I just took off, but being 2 inches shorter, I think it looks a lot better. I feel like the wind protection is just about as good as the taller one, so I'm going to leave this one on for a bit. After my trip in July, I will probably put this one back on, but I do plan to review some others over the coming months as well. Well, all in all, I think that's a very good upgrade. I mean, obviously it's a lot shorter than the other. I think it did a good job compared to the 11.5 inch shield that I had on there before. I think it looks great. I think it did a great job of blocking all the wind and buffeting from my helmet. Of course, I think my full face helmet has a lot to do with that. But you know, it's just something you got to deal with if you wear a helmet, and I do. I don't really want to wear a half helmet. I don't really like the idea of what would happen to my face if I have an accident. I know that there's probably a lot of people that have dealt with those kind of things, so I don't want to be one of those riders that has to deal with that kind of injury. And I'm hoping that I'm not the kind, I don't have to be dealing with any kind of injury. But you know how it goes. This hobby that we choose is very dangerous, and we all sign off on it the minute we hop on that bike and accept the risk. And it can be very dangerous out there, and down here in Georgia, for some reason, you know, it just feels like it's like the traffic is just moving so much faster, and so many more people on the roads. And anyway, it's not a helmet video. But I like this windshield. It's called a wave, I guess, or not really a flare, maybe it's a wave windshield. And I think it does a really good job of making the bike look a little bit sportier. It still has the same kind of lines as the other one that I had on here, but I really like it. I really want to say thank you to everyone that stopped by to watch the video. We really appreciate it. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. It will help us out greatly, and we'd love to see you back with future videos. And if you've been here before and you came back again, we really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you guys, and hope that we're giving you some information that helps you. If you like this windshield, the link will be down below in the description. It's an Amazon windshield. It's very inexpensive, very easy to install, fits perfectly. So take a look, and we'll see you on the next one. Y'all be safe.